Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show with Mark and Pam. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com, and remember, the party starts at Ruper's.
We have the pleasure of being joined in studio today by K&R Auto Sales salesman and your friend in the car business, Frankie Campbell. How are you, buddy?
Oh, Mark, I tell you what, I'm living the dream. It's been a beautiful day out, no humidity. You know, it just makes me want to take my shirt off, go running down Center Street.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Pam, we might want to wait on that video component of the podcast.
Oh,
Now, Frankie came into the studio a little late today because he was busy selling cars, which is what you do.
yes, sir.
But you were selling a truck to one of our friends here on the podcast, Mike Truchon.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, that guy's, he's spot on, man. You know, he came in and told me exactly what he wanted. Came in and looked at a truck that I had. It wasn't available on the lot yet. It was down in detail getting beautified.
Sure.
And so I took him down. We normally don't take people down to the detail shop, but I did him, and he fell in love with the truck as soon as he saw it. You know, I got it out of the detail shop. He drove it. He just fell in love, and we worked out the figures to his advantage, and he took his truck home today.
All right.
Beautiful.
And that truck was a 2023 Dodge Ram 1500.
Yes, it was. It's one of the prettiest blues I think I've ever seen.
Looks like a midnight blue or something.
Yes,
like that.
it's
You
very
looking at it
pretty.
right now, Mark?
Oh, yeah. I'm on Frankie's Facebook page.
Oh, there you go.
That's how I keep tabs on him.
Yep. Hey, don't pay attention to some of the stuff.
We are going to talk to Frankie all about selling cars at K&R Auto Sales and a whole lot more coming up here in just a bit. But before we get there, let's take a look at some headlines for Wednesday, June 17th.
The Lewiston School Committee voted 5-2 in favor of banning cell phones in schools. The policy mandates a bell-to-bell prohibition of personal electronic devices, including smartwatches and cell phones. Laptops are permitted. The ban will go into effect this fall. The policy is part of a statewide cell phone ban that requires all school districts to adopt a policy by August 1st.
The Sun-Journal reports that Auburn city councilors are considering a proposed ordinance that includes capping trailer park rent increases to either the Consumer Price Index or 5% of the current lot rent, whichever is lower. Park owners would only be able to raise rents once a year and would have to give a 90-day notice to residents. The proposed ordinance comes after mobile home residents said they feared increases would force them from their homes.
In preparation for the Lewiston Auburn Liberty Festival, the City of Auburn is offering 3D firework glasses. According to the city, the glasses transform fireworks from ordinary light flashes into expanding bursts of rainbow color. The city is encouraging residents to stop by City Hall to get your free diffraction glasses. Supplies are limited.
I've never heard of that before, Pam. Have you?
No.
Frankie?
Nope, but I'll try on a pair.
You'll try anything once, won't you?
That's right.
Okay.
Almost anything.
And Lewiston's singing sergeant, Isaac Atkins, made his America's Got Talent debut last night. Isaac sang Beggin' by Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons. He received a standing ovation and earned Mel B's Golden Buzzer, which sends him straight to the live shows.
Good for him.
It was a great performance.
Awesome performance. The 23-year-old Atkins is a 6-year Army veteran and is stationed in Honolulu. He took a few days off to audition for AGT.
Think he'll come on the Lydia's Lunch Bunch?
I'm going to invite him.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Why not?
Now it's time for the weather.
Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love.
Watch out, Pam. Frankie's shaking his groove thing over there.
Getting
And you're on
down.
my side.
As Frankie mentioned, it's a beautiful day. Sunshine has broken through this afternoon. We'll have a high of 76 and a low of 52. Cloudy with rain throughout the day tomorrow. High of 65 and a low of 56. Mostly sunny on Friday with highs in the mid-70s.
In sports, the Red Sox did what they do best.
Lose.
They lost. They lost to the Toronto Blue Jays 6-1. They'll play again tonight at 6:45 at Fenway Park.
In high school sports playoffs, Class A North Regional Finals in baseball, Bangor outplayed Oxford Hills 5-2.
And in softball, Lewiston lost a heartbreaker 1-0 to Hamden Academy. That is your news, weather, and sports. And right now it's time for the podcast segment that is Sweeping the Twin Cities. Ooh. Frankie, you're going to start joining in on this stuff.
Oh, yeah,
You're a veteran now.
Well, I'm over here chilling and just enjoying the scenery.
It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for June the 17th, shall we?
Okay.
All right. We're going to start off with Kendrick Lamar, who is 39 years old today. Music journalists have listed Lamar among the greatest rappers of all time.
I could not name one of his songs.
Really?
Sorry.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know.
In 2018, he became the first musician outside of the classical and jazz genres to receive the Pulitzer Prize for music. His accolades include 27 Grammy Awards, the most for a rapper, 2 Primetime Emmys, and 3 of his works were included in Rolling Stone's 2020 revision of the 500 greatest albums of all time. And he also performed at the Super Bowl.
He did.
I must have missed it.
Last year. Will Forte, 56 years old today. He was a cast member and writer for Saturday Night Live for 8 seasons from 2002 to 2010. His most famous recurring character was a parody of MacGyver named MacGruber. He reprised that role in the film adaptation MacGruber in 2010. Greg Kinnear, 63 years old today, actor and former talk show host. He was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his role in As Good as It Gets in 1997. You a fan?
Yeah.
All right. Thomas Hayden Church, 66 years old today. He was the airplane mechanic on Wings. It was a good show. Nobody? Nothing?
No.
All right.
I didn't watch Wings.
He also played the lead in Ned and Stacy, and he was nominated for an Academy Award for his performance in Sideways in 2004.
All right.
Bobby Farrelly, 68 years old today, one half of the fabulous Farrelly brothers, the comedy geniuses behind There's Something About Mary, Kingpin, Dumb and Dumber, and Dumb and Dumber 2. And rounding out FPBs for June the 17th is legendary singer Barry Manilow.
He's touring right now, right?
He is, yeah. He's 83 years old today. Barry's career spanned over 60 years, and you know all his good songs, right? Oh, the great songs.
Copacabana.
Come on, Frankie, sing along.
Hey, if it ain't Creed or Metallica, I don't know nothing.
Barry has recorded and released 51 top 40 singles, including 13 number ones, 28 top 10s, and 36 top 20s. In the 1970s, Frank Sinatra predicted, he's next.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a heck of an honor. That's probably his biggest honor right there.
Oh, Blue Eyes.
Yep.
Those are your FPBs. Now it's time for some OTDs. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day.
Is this a Beavis and Butthead song?
It's a Butthead song.
Oh, boy.
It's about time you loosen up, Pam.
Frankie's full of it today, isn't he?
He is.
My goodness.
Well, get in a good mood. I'm predicting a great afternoon.
Oh, I mean, you told us what you were doing this afternoon, so.
I'm celebrating.
I heard he was taking his shirt off and running down Center Street. Did you have other plans?
Well, yeah, I got to get prepped for that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Shouldn't we prep the people who might see you?
Well, just be careful, folks.
Get those 3D glasses on.
Yeah. They'll see something red, white, and blue.
Oh, gee.
Mark, get a hold of yourself.
Oh, my goodness, Frankie. I'm going to have to turn your mic off. We can't have this.
All righty, let's start. 4 years ago in 2022, Lightyear was released, starring Chris Evans as the Space Ranger who inspired the Buzz Lightyear action figure in Toy Story.
Haven't seen that one.
No, me neither.
I know. I must have been busy
You were probably selling a car or a truck or something.
drinking a beer.
All right, that too.
10 years ago in 2016, Finding Dory was released. It's a Pixar kind of day, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the one where Dory suddenly remembers her parents and goes on a journey to try and find them.
Just keep swimming.
Yep. Just keep swimming.
I got a snort out of Frankie.
Did.
You might get a bunch of them.
32 years ago in 1994, the O.J. Simpson car chase happened. 95 million Americans watched the 8-hour police chase of O.J. Simpson. He then threatened suicide and refused to leave the white Ford Bronco when it arrived at his home in Brentwood, California. And the driver just had a birthday.
I'm so glad you remembered.
I did.
Yes, Al
'Cause he's so
Cowlings.
famous.
Yes. Al Cowlings made our FPB list yesterday.
Oh, it was just yesterday.
Yeah, Pam was like, who's that? And I'm like, it's the guy who drove the Bronco. He was also a former football player.
It wasn't OJ?
No, OJ
He
was in
wasn't
the back
driving. He
seat.
was in the back seat.
Wow.
40.
I've been misled all these years. I thought it was OJ.
No.
43 years ago in 1983, Superman 3 was released. That's the one starring Richard Pryor, where Christopher Reeve fights an evil version of himself.
That one blew my mind.
Did it?
Yeah, to see Superman with the 5 o'clock shadow and messed up hair. and-
Yeah. 54 years ago in 1972, President Richard Nixon's downfall began when 5 plumbers were arrested for breaking into the Democratic National Headquarters in the Watergate Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
And Forrest Gump called that in.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
It's my favorite movie. That was right after he drank all those Dr. Peppers.
Yeah.
I gotta pay.
I got to pay.
141 years ago in 1885, the Statue of Liberty arrived in New York City. It was a gift from France.
And she's still standing.
She is.
Amazing.
And 251 years ago, in 1775, the Revolutionary War's Battle of Bunker Hill went down near Boston. The Americans were led by Colonel William Prescott, who told his troops, "Don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes."
Well, that's amazing. They should have sent in Corporal Agar. Remember from F Troop?
I don't. I've never seen F Troop.
I might be a little older than you, Mark.
Just a couple of years.
Yep.
Those are your FPBs and OTDs for June the 17th. Looking for a vehicle but don't love the car shopping experience? At K&R Auto on Center Street in Auburn, Frankie Campbell is known as your friend in the car business. That means no pressure, honest conversations, and helping you find the right vehicle for your budget and your life. Stop by K&R Auto today and see how easy buying a car can feel when you've got a friend on your side.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the LA area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
And now we shift focus fully to our guest in studio, salesman extraordinaire for K&R Auto Sales and your friend in the car business, Frankie Campbell. And Frankie, you wanted to talk K&R inventory today. What is happening over at K&R? Cars are rolling off the lot over there.
Yes, they are. Business is starting to pick up finally. You know, and this year it's
Must
like,
be because of the podcast.
well, it is. But, you know, like this year in the car industry, you know, all the salesmen, they kind of rely on tax time. And this year it never came around because those people were putting the money back in their banks and their accounts and saving it for like electric bills and stuff like that. And they're not using it for down payment. So we've kind of suffered a little bit, but it's starting to really pick up now. And, you know, life's starting to get better. You know, our owner, Bear, he's been out working like 5-6 days a week, going to auctions and different dealerships, buying wholesale cars from them. And he's really getting some nice stuff. we got the other day, we got a very rare car, a Fisker in. It's an all-electric car. It's very sporty.
Fisker, I've never heard of that before.
Me neither.
It's a Fisker. It's the company Fisker.
How do you
Gotcha.
spell that?
And the company went out of business, but there's 8 businessmen that is taking over the company, and they're redoing everything to where the programming's going to come back, the whole 9 yards.
So that, Pam, that is spelled Fisker.
Yes.
And it's founded by renowned car designer Henrik Fisker.
The history I found out about him, he was a great car designer, but a horrible businessman. That's why his business went out of business. And there's 8 businessmen that's Fisker lovers that's bought into the company, and they're coming up with all the new programming for the cars, and the car's going to make a comeback.
These cars are gorgeous. I'm just looking at them on Google right now, like the Fisker lineup. And yeah, I agree with you, Frankie. They are sharp-looking vehicles. Are they all electric? Is that the thing?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And another nice car we just got in is a Corvette that we got. It's red. It's just a dynamic car. It's got the Z41 sports package, makes it even faster, and it's a cool
Not what
car.
I need.
Well, you never know.
Pam needs a governor on her on her vehicle, right?
You got a lead
Good
foot?
thing I don't have. Oh, yes, I 100% lead foot.
You look
If I'm
like-
on the highway, for sure.
You look like Ricky Bobby. You just want to go fast.
Yeah.
Boy, I got a question for you, Frankie.
I got an answer.
Looking at Pam, if you had to pick out a car that would suit her perfectly, what would you select?
I could picture her in a really nice Chevy Tahoe, Jeep Wrangler,
Oh, I wouldn't do a Jeep.
maybe a Ford Pinto.
There's no room for Lydia in a Ford Pinto.
Well, on Lydia's behalf, we'll scratch the Pinto. But a nice SUV with plenty of room inside. You look like a Tahoe lady
Yeah.
because you're a very special lady in their special car.
All right.
She's adventurous.
What about Mark?
Yeah.
Now you gotta. Now
what would you put me in, Frankie?
I would put you in that Corvette.
Oh.
Oh, that could be dangerous.
Yes. And then you take me for a ride, and in the very back, there is room for a cooler.
I could be Al Cowlings, and you could be my OJ. Right?
So I'm no comment.
No comment. Okay. So what else do you have on the lot that folks might be interested in?
I tell you what, we got the best selection of trucks that we've ever had. At least for the 2 years I've been there, I've not seen this many trucks. We probably got 10 or 12 of the Toyota Tacomas on the lot right now, all crew cab, four-wheel drives, and those are the best mid-sized trucks in the market, and we got them.
So how is K&R getting all of these trucks?
Well, just a lot of hard work by our owner, and he leads by example. Yeah. He works his butt off, and he expects us to, and that's what we do. We
Did you hear that, Mark?
I did.
Yeah, but Pam, you need to lead by example.
Frankie's obviously not here every day.
Well, it could be. We could put like 3 cars right out there, my cars of the day. And
You could.
I don't think Platts would approve of that.
that's okay.
Frankie doesn't mind.
I don't.
So I want to go back to Mike Truchon for a second because
Sure.
it's interesting to me because I know Mike and he's been on the show and he's, like you said, he's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a pleasant dude.
Yeah, he came in. You have, like you said, a bunch of trucks on the lot. Mike comes in. What did he tell you? Take us through that sale.
Well, I was at a BNI meeting, and he came up and introduced himself after the meeting, and he asked me what kind of trucks I had, and I invited him to come by after the meeting, and I'd show him around. I showed him what we had, and then he says, I really want a Ram 1500, but there's this really pretty blue that they got. I knew we had one in our detail shop. And so I talked him into taking a ride with me. We went down and looked at it. It's the truck that he wanted. That goes to show our sales staff at K&R are second to none. We know what vehicles are where, getting tires on them, getting detailed, getting upgrades, whatever, and that means a lot, because I probably wouldn't have sold him a truck, especially yet, if I wouldn't have known that truck was at the detail shop.
You found him exactly what he was looking for.
Pretty much, yes. So he drove away pretty happy today.
It's a big smile he's wearing in that picture too.
Oh yeah,
I love seeing your Facebook page, because you post all of
your new friends,
in the car business.
And I'm serious. Yeah. I've told you guys the story why I do that the last podcast, and I take it to heart. If somebody says, I'm going to go ahead and buy this car today, but I'll never come back to see you again, then I would tell him not to buy that car, because I do become friends with my customers.
Frankie has been selling cars for over 40 years.
Yes, sir.
That's accurate, right?
Yes, sir.
Frankie, I'm curious if there was someone new who wanted to get into car sales. What type of advice would you give that person?
Run. No, I'm just kidding. I encourage it. I would tell them. The best advice I got when the first day I got hired in the car business, an old man named Ralph Turley was going to train me. Because my first day there, I thought I was going to be cleaning cars, not selling cars. So my boss gave Ralph Turley $300 to take me to P.N. Hirsch in Potosi, Missouri. My sales manager told him, teach Frankie all you know about the car business while you're at lunch. And I said to myself, boy, this is going to be a disaster. At lunchtime, he's going to teach me all he knows. This guy's 80 years old, but he took me to lunch. And he says, Frankie, I'm going to tell you 3 important things that if you live by them, you'll be successful. And I do live by them. He says, if you don't lie, you don't have to remember what you said. And if you don't pressure somebody, if they say they want to go shop or talk to their wife, let them go. Because if they go down to the next dealership down the street, they're going to pressure the crap out of them. They're going to come running back to you. And then thirdly, if you tell them you're going to do something, then do it. And then I've lived by it my whole career, and it works great.
You can build a career on just those 3 pieces of advice, not only in car sales, but pretty much in anything.
In life.
In life, yeah.
Sure. When Ralph Turley passed away, his family invited me to come to the funeral, and I did. And I put on the flowers that I took to the funeral home, I put those 3 things on a business card, and then I signed it, "You're a friend in the car business." And his family, or his grandson, right before I came to Maine, came in and bought a car from me, and he brought me that card.
Oh.
Because he knew that was my last week in Missouri, and he brought me that. And I still have it to this day.
That's nice.
So, yeah, it's pretty powerful.
That is.
I don't share that with many people. Now
you just shared that with a lot of people just now.
Yes, I did.
We appreciate it.
And it's a story worth sharing, too.
Yes,
so
yes it is.
Thank you for that. Frankie, are there any other cars or trucks on the lot that our listeners should know about?
Well, we got 90% of all of our cars there are all-wheel drive SUVs, smaller ones, larger ones. Because here in Maine, the weather is a little less than par, especially in the wintertime. And when I moved here, I drove a front-wheel drive Kia Sportage, and I couldn't go anywhere. I got stuck on our flat parking lot. But anyway, shut up, Pam. But anyway, so we try to cater to our customers. We try to keep a whole line of Kia Sportages, all-wheel drive, Chevy Equinoxes, all-wheel drive, Rogues, all-wheel drive. I mean, we carry the Hyundai, Toyota brand. We carry every brand known to man, pretty much, unless it's some exotic car that nobody's going to spend $250,000 on. We're not going to clog up our inventory to have a trophy case. And all of our trucks are four-wheel drive. We don't carry no rear-wheel drive trucks. And very few of our cars are front-wheel drive. We only probably got 10 sedan cars on our lot. You know, the rest are, we do have a Subaru that's all-wheel drive, and most of them are, you know, that's the lowest thing on our inventory is the front-wheel drive cars. But anyway, that's our inventory. It's expanding. We're going to expand it about another 150, 200 cars, and everything goes through a rigorous check for our tires, brakes, belts, hoses, everything that for the safety inspections. If it are under 70%, we replace them. Because at K&R Auto Sales, we don't think you should have to spend any money on your car until at least after you get it registered, or, you know, with the exception of putting gas in a car, because you got to do that on a daily thing around here.
That helps.
Yep.
Frankie, what's the best way for potential customers to contact you directly?
On my cell phone number. They can call me on my cell phone number at 207-601-4238. And they can also call the dealership. It's 207-782-2290. Just ask for Frankie. Or you can look from my Facebook pages. They're all over Facebook. I'm known as your friend in the car business. Because I am your friend in the car business, and I have posts all over Facebook. You can make a comment on there to contact you. I will contact you.
Not only do you share all of the cars and the customers that you deal with on a daily basis, you're a big proponent of local business.
Yes.
Here, especially local restaurants.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You know, and I like promoting my friends. You know, I got a lot of business owner friends out there. You know, I got a couple that I met that when I sold the car, Michelle Goslin and Tim Irwin. You know, every time they put something up on Facebook about, you know, them having a closing with their real estate company, I share it. Because, you know, everybody should see people that's getting out in your community, spending money for charity and promoting each other's businesses. If everybody would do that instead of just saying, well, what about me? You know, we're all in this together. We should do this together.
Look up Frank Campbell on Facebook and then go online to KandRAutosales.com and you'll get all the info you need right there. You can check out their inventory. It's a fantastic website.
Yeah.
Any price range, any budget, you've got a car.
It's all there.
Yep.
When you go on our website, if you're looking for cars and you don't want to waste a lot of time and you want to be at $10,000, $12,000 and under, just hit the little prompt up at the top. It'll only show you those cars that's in your budget.
Anything else that our listeners should know before we move on to our final segment?
Sure. I do want to talk about finance a little bit.
Sure.
You know, Jim Joyce and John Valeri's. Jim's our finance director. John Valeri's is our general manager. They're very helpful, very well known in the community. They help in any way. Our finance director, you know, he will go out there and fight tooth and nail for you to get you the best possible rate. If they say, well, I can get 6.5% at my bank, and then Jim will ask them, okay, do you know off the top of your head about what credit score you're at? You know, then they say, well, we're a 650. Then he'll look in his book of all the credit unions and banks, what their going rate is for a 650 credit score. He might tell them, here, I could probably get you 5.25. Well, a lot of people says, well, that's not much. Over a 72-month term, that's thousands of dollars. Mm-hmm. And if that don't matter to them, they can spend thousands of dollars and bring their friend in the car business some cookies. Because I like chocolate chip cookies.
He does. Frankie loves his cookies.
Yeah.
Dirigo Federal Credit Union is proud to call Lewiston Auburn home. Whether you're buying a house, saving for the future, or growing your business, we're here for you, right where you live. Visit dirigofcu.com and feel the difference of a credit union that truly knows LA.
Frankie, as you know, we like to close out the show with a segment called 3 Random Questions.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Where Pam and I are going to ask you questions that have nothing to do with selling cars.
All right.
We're just trying to get to know you a little better.
Oh, boy.
Frankie, I'll start. We talked earlier about how you love supporting local and visiting local restaurants. Do you have a current favorite?
The first establishment I visited here in Maine, my cousin Deanna took me to the Gridiron for lunch. It's my favorite restaurant. If you want ice cold beer, that's the place to go. They treat me like royalty there. I've developed a lot of friends there, and that's where I watch my football, my baseball, and they're good people. And they do a lot for the community.
Yeah. What would you recommend for a meal? What's your favorite meal?
My favorite meal is either their stuffed peppers or their baked lasagna.
Okay.
All right.
It's good food, man. It's real good food.
And plenty. They always give big portions.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't eat a whole lot because I had that gastric bypass. But if I get like the stuffed peppers, that makes me 3 meals.
Yeah, take it home.
Yeah.
Sure.
Love it.
And their desserts, Kim makes these cheesecake desserts in a bowl. She makes those from scratch, and they're delicious. Kim, you can write the check out to Frankie Campbell for this free advertisement.
I was just going to say, Gridiron just got an ad.
Right?
Well, you put Mark and I in a vehicle. If you could put yourself in any vehicle, what's that vehicle?
I like what I drive now. I drive a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee. I'm a simple guy. I drive my cars for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Instead of spending all that money for this fancy vehicle, I'd rather spend my money on other things.
Well, I guess if money wasn't the issue.
If money wasn't the issue, it's funny that you should ask. All right. So I would like to have a nice sports car for the summertime.
Yeah.
And then a really nice crew cab truck.
Yep.
But my Jeep does great.
Yeah.
Final question, Frankie. And speaking of spending money, if someone were to hand you $1 million and said you have to spend this money today, what would you spend it on?
I would spend it. I'd probably buy that truck of my dreams, the car of my dreams, buy me nice clothes. I would probably get my teeth fixed. I like my bald head. I definitely wouldn't get no hair plant. But no, I'd just, and is spending it the same as donating?
Sure, you just have to, just like, you ever see that movie Brewster's Millions with Richard Pryor and John Candy?
Yes, it's a great movie.
Yeah, so you just have to spend it. You can donate it if you want.
I could spend it. I would donate a lot of it.
Okay.
There's some homeless shelters here in town that I know Tim and Michelle Goslin's got something to do with, and they do a thing. I would love to give them a bag of money to just help those people out. Right. You know, that a lot of people that's homeless can't help it. Some of them can, you know, but some of them you can tell they're down on their luck and they need help.
Yeah.
Frankie, it's always a pleasure. Thanks for coming to see us today.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you. He is Frankie Campbell, your friend in the car business at K&R Auto Sales. Thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption for sponsoring today's episode. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com.